Okay, guys, I like totally recorded that last part three for like 14 minutes, and then I watched it again and I was like, 4 minutes? Anyways, okay, well, that's fine. It is what it is. Apparently, I'm supposed to have four parts to my testimony, and I apologize for everybody that has to watch it. And what's funny is I actually just now got a little, what is it? Notification saying congratulations, you can now upload, more like longer videos, longer than 15 minutes. So now I guess I don't have to hurry so much, but I feel bad for you guys having to like stay here and listen to me forever and see I'm getting more. I get rashes all over my face. Um, I'm being my tests and stuff for lupus have been coming back like positive lately, but not positive enough to give me a diagnosis. So yes, I get these great. I get the butterfly rash, and I get rashes. I just get rashes on my face. Again, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It could be a spiritual thing. It really could be. I'm not even gonna deny that anymore. Um, because I found that that prayer and Jesus have actually been the best medicine for me. Excuse me. So, where I left off is that everything started changing, which actually that video went to like 14 minutes, but oh well, it's okay. I have to make it again, and it's fine. It's not a big deal. So I left off with February. Okay, so in February, what happened in February is I started not feeling like going to my gigs, and which was weird for me because those gigs made me a lot of money. And at the time, money was important to me. I'm not even gonna lie about it. So I started basically canceling my gigs, which made me start to look pretty unreliable and undependable, or not dependable, you know what I mean, for that type of thing. Because those type of clients pay a lot of money for those things, which whatever. For some reason or another, I was feeling like for some reason that I didn't want to go. I just didn't want to go. So I started canceling my gigs. Shortly after that, I started canceling, or not canceling, but I started making up excuses not to go to my, what was it, psychic development classes. And I thought that was really weird because usually I love to get together with my friends for my psychic development classes. Like that was like a fun time for me. So why all of a sudden was I like just not wanting to go? So basically, for a minute it looked like it wasn't recording, and I was gonna say, wait a minute. Anyways, so basically, I was like lacking motivate. I thought I was just lacking motivation. I was like really, really tired all the time. My health kind of took a turn for the worst, and it's when all this like this stuff started happening. This whole like possible autoimmune problems and lupus, whatever. Anyways, so I kind of stopped going, and we used to meditate. We used to meditate a lot in the cult, and my very last meditation, because I know that meditation now, I mean, I do know this now, is not something that's a wise thing to do. Um, and I wouldn't recommend it. And I haven't done it since this last meditation. My very, very last meditation, which was, I want to say, I think it was early in April. Um, I I was all of a sudden on a beach, and it was like a really sandy, large beach, and it was it was like really foggy, and for some reason I knew I was in Rio de Janeiro. I have no idea. Don't ask me why I knew I was in Rio de Janeiro, because I mean, I just, yeah, which is weird. Anyway, so I was in Rio de Janeiro, but like I wasn't, because like there was no buildings and no people. Like it was just only me on this beach, and it was like so green. Like all of the trees and everything was just like so green, and the sand was so like so soft and everything, but there was no sun or sky or anything. It was just like all completely foggy. And to my right, I see in the distance, I see a man walking towards me, and he's getting closer. And as he gets closer, I notice that he's actually wearing like a silk, kind of like a silk off-white robe. And I don't think he was wearing, I think he was barefoot as well. And he was like really, really dark skinned. And he had deep set eyes and kind of a more distinct brow bone. And his hair was longer, it kind of dull looking. It's really hard to explain. But my immediate feeling is it felt like it was Jesus. However, I'm not going to claim that it was. But the reason why I kind of feel like it was is just because right after this meditation, my whole life changed. Completely changed. So anyways, it felt like it was Jesus. And some might disagree with me, and it's fine. Maybe it wasn't, but I don't know who it was. And, and I do understand that meditation is not something that you should do anyways. And so anyway, so I'm sitting there, and he gets closer to me, and I immediately felt my heart like soften. I don't know how to explain that really. The feeling was incredible. I looked into his eyes, and I was speechless. His eyes were the kindest, gentlest eyes I've ever seen, but they were also the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. I've never seen eyes like this before on anybody. His eyes were like a golden brownish green with like specks of gold, and it was almost like they were hazel also. And they were so beautiful that we were able to communicate, but I didn't even have to say anything. And I immediately just knew to like put out my hands like this, and he like dropped this smooth rock into my hands, and I just didn't know really what to do with it or what it was, but I just felt so like my heart, like I was crying because I felt like, wow, like I got this gift from God, almost like I had this amazing gift. And I was changed ever since. And ever since then, I stopped, I don't know, I like stopped meditating. I stopped going to my classes. I stopped doing the gigs. And I immediately got kind of interested in conspiracy theories, actually, which you might think, conspiracy theories and religion, what, but actually, one thing kept leading me to another. So one article would lead me to another article, to another video, to where I would learn more and more. And I remember first when I had not quite repented yet, and I I found this video about this lady, about opening your third eye, and I remember being like, basically I left a comment on her video, and I said, oh, because I opened my third eye means that I'm not of God. And she said, yes, that's correct. And I got very like offended. I got so offended that I called my spiritual occult friends, and I said, oh my gosh, you'll never believe what this Christian said to me. And I said exactly that. And I was like so upset about it. And she was like, oh, honey, don't worry about it. They're all just judgmental and blah, blah, blah. And she was just trying to talk me into trying to, because I was just so upset about it. But then after a while, it was kind of like, huh, and so I started doing more and more research into it. And the more and more research I found, the more and more I started questioning like the spiritual religion I was in, until one day it all like hit me like a ton of bricks. I was going to my spiritual, or what is it, my psychic development class, and all of a sudden it just hit me like a ton of bricks, just like raining down on me like truth that I've never felt before in my life. Like I felt so free, but so like, oh my gosh, like I had the biggest aha moment in my life. I basically, I immediately looked up to the sky and I said, you sneaky devil. Like they say that for a reason, sneaky devil, because he's so deceiving, and he's so deceiving of so many, including myself. And then I immediately knew that this whole thing this whole entire time, what's going on in the world, what was going on with me, was because of good versus evil. And I immediately knew that everything going on in the world today, everything going on in my situation, and good versus evil. And it was once I had that revelation, I guess you would call it, I immediately like felt intrigued to get a Bible, to read it, and finally it was in May that I totally repented. I repented and I gave myself over to Jesus Christ. I accepted him in my life, in my heart. I accepted God. I was a child of God again, and I was right where I was supposed to be. It just took me a little bit longer, but I've never, and then I've been on fire ever since. And all the things that I ever did, I cannot believe that I did. Um, but oh my gosh, Lord, do I ever repent? I was not worshiping God. I was not. I was deceived. I was gratefully deceived. Not gratefully, but greatly deceived by Satan, and he owned me. Like he did. He had my soul, and I if I had not been saved, and I want to, and I know that there's someone out there that was praying for me, and I want to tell that person, I want to pray right now to that person that they are blessed. They are blessed at times, because I am so thankful that someone prayed for me, because I was saved. And it truly was a miracle, because I would still be, who knows where I would be. Who knows? And I did lose a lot of friends when I decided to leave the occult. And I had a lot of spiritual battles, and I still do today, because it's only been 5 months. But like I said, I've lost a lot of friends because most of my friends were in the occult, and they don't agree with so-called Christians, which I understand. Well, not understand, but I know what they mean, because, like I said, I watched that video and I was like, oh, these Christians, oh my gosh, they make me feel so bad. They say I'm of the devil. And anyways, I just pray for them every day, and I pray for their salvation, basically. And basically, I'm just so thankful. That's all there is to it. I just am so thankful for everything and everybody. But God has brought in the most amazing friends into my life, and a lot of my friends are here from YouTube, and just other people that have their faith, such strong faith, that have helped carry me through, and we can carry each other through, and it's just been amazing. This journey has been amazing, and I wouldn't change any of it for the world. Like, I've learned so much. It's Everything had to happen the way it had to happen, I guess, in order for me to open my eyes. And thank God that I did before it's too late. And I'm just so thankful. And I'm so thankful for all of you here, and all of the watchers, and everybody, the audience, everybody listening. God bless you. If anybody that's listening to this, bless you, bless you, bless you. May God rain his spirit, his Holy Spirit into you, and you are just baptized in his spirit. And I'm just so excited about the future, about what it holds for us. Um, no matter what. No matter what. I mean, even if let's say we're raptured tomorrow, awesome. Let's say we're raptured 10 years from now, awesome. Whatever. I've made the most amazing friends and met the most amazing people in this journey that I don't regret any of it. So, God bless you all. Sorry that this is in 4 parts. It wasn't supposed to be. But apparently it was. So, God bless you very much, and keep watching. He's coming very soon. I do know that. I know, I don't know when, but I have a very, very good feeling that I'm pretty sure it's in my lifetime. So it's probably in your lifetime too. So, all right, guys. So God bless you, and thank you for listening. And sorry I say so much. My apologies. All right, I gotta go let this puppy out because she's crying. Bless you guys.